So I aim trained every single day for the month of January, and this is what happened.
Nice shot, dude. I'm gonna push through the smoke.
Last time?
Tons.
I'm simple.
Welcome to Dust 2, a beautiful place with sand everywhere. But today I'm going to talk about if aim training for an entire month actually did make me play better in CSGO. So I did this routine every single day for a month, and here's what I did. So I start off by warming up just by shooting bots that are running towards me. Then once I'm done, then I start doing track aiming where I pretty much have to keep my crosshair on a bot's head as he moves around, and it's incredibly difficult. Then after that, I have to practice flicking to their heads and hitting headshots as quickly as I possibly can because they disappear after a second. After that, we have peek practicing where you have to literally peek around the corner and hit the headshot as quickly as possible. And after that, spray practice where you have to spray an entire clip and hit as many headshots as possible against a moving enemy. Oh, and of course, you gotta do the hardcore parkour jump practice. And then of course there's perception training where you have to figure out where an enemy is based off of one shot or them even scoping in with an op. Next up we have op flicking practice where you literally have to quick scope as many bots as you can, and a lot of them are behind cover, and also you don't have a lot of time. And finally we have op holding practice where the enemy peeks from either the left or the right side and you have to figure out where they're going to come from and flick to them and try to get as many as possible. If you want to do this yourself, go to playmaster.gg, sign up, and check it out for yourself. It's completely free and it was made by Logitech. Hey, by the way, guys, if you do enjoy my content, please make sure to subscribe and click that like button because it does help a lot. Also, I upload new high-quality videos every single Friday, so don't miss out on all the action. Click the subscribe button and click the bell. Based on all the analytics, day number 3 was actually my best day, believe it or not, and after that it was all downhill. I definitely noticed on this day that my aim was a lot more confident because of like the 2 days of prior training. Also, this was also a day that I put a decent amount of time into actually playing the game too. So I think that definitely has something to do with it. Because for the rest of the month, I barely even played CSGO. I guess if you want to actually get better aim, you need to play the game. And I learned this the hard way. But is this actually the case? Let's dive a little bit deeper. But by the time we got to day number 7, I started playing worse. So I basically had about an average of 200 per day, but day number 3 was definitely the highlight. It was 273. It was pretty crazy, but I wasn't able to beat it. So worse than day number 1. So why is this the case? Basically, I think it was because I wasn't spending enough time actually playing the game and doing deathmatch and just practicing in different ways. I was essentially only doing the aim training, and then the rest of the day I just did whatever else, so I wasn't actually taking that muscle memory and developing it. Because at the end of the day, what is the point of aim training? Honestly, it's just to build muscle memory. It's to become more comfortable and familiar with how the game plays. But if you're not putting in the time and effort to actually build it up, then you're not really going to grow. You're not going to get better. However, though, there's still 3 more weeks, so surely things are going to get better, right? Here's a graph of how well I did every single time. The number at the top is basically the overall score, and then all the other statistics are near the bottom. So this was week number 1, and to put things into perspective, this is week number 2. So I didn't even come close to beating my best score, but I feel like overall, I was more consistent. Even though I wasn't getting insane scores, I could definitely feel that I was getting way more comfortable with the game mechanics. And when I actually did play the game, I did play better and I hit shots more consistently. I mean, at the end of the day, I guess your overall score from the aim training doesn't really matter because at the end of the day, it's not going to help you win or lose games. That comes down to just playing the game a lot and learning as much as you possibly can. But don't worry guys, later I will give you the best training routine that you can possibly use to get really good. Now we're officially moving on to the 3rd week where my statistics started going through the roof. Nah, just kidding, they didn't. I actually played worse. But why though? I've been practicing the game and I've been building the muscle memory, so why am I playing worse? Well, I have a very simple answer for that. I really wasn't actually playing that much CSGO. I pretty much just hopped on the game to do my aim training and that was it. I just kind of stopped. And that was honestly my biggest problem. Because to see results, you can't just do the bare minimum. You have to go above and beyond, and you need to do something that's balanced and you need to put time into it because that's how you build muscle memory, not through just doing it a little bit every day. You have to do a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and you have to have an entire routine. So I have developed the patented TurboMotionZ XD training routine to get really good at CSGO. I didn't put a lot of thought into the name. It's just kind of a placeholder for now, okay guys? Please don't roast me in the comments down below, please, I beg you. So for this, you want to hop in game, and then, okay, so there's a couple different things you want to do. So first of all, you want to do play master. Basically just play it on the hardest difficulty and do one of every single routine, and that should take about 10 minutes. And then next up, you want to do about 10 to 15 minutes of deathmatch. So if you plan on playing normal 64 tick servers, you can just do it through this. But if you plan on playing Faceit or ESC8, you are much better off practicing in 128 tick deathmatch servers, which you can find in the community server browser. So once you're on a DM server, one of the best ways to practice and train is just to simply try to go for headshots. Like basically try to like strafe and counter strafe and try to hit the headshot as consistently as you possibly can. Don't freak out if you miss your shot and don't like spray them down. Just, you know, continue going for the headshots and try to get better. Try to become more consistent, because in reality you have to play with other people to understand how they play. Also, playing the game, playing competitive will benefit you so much because you'll learn all the situations and you'll learn so many things that people do, and it'll really help you out. Mechanical skill alone won't carry you to global elite or Faceit level 10. You need a little bit of game sense as well. However, though, if your mechanics are in tune and you're able to hit some insane shots and win rounds based off of that alone, then that can definitely help your team. Being able to aim really well is a pretty good trait for a CSGO player. Like, look at Zywoo and Simple. So pretty much just to summarize all that, play Playmaster, then do Deathmatch, and then play competitive, and there you go. And make sure to do it every single day. If you want to get really good, you have to dedicate time and effort in order to get better. So there you go. Anyways, let's get back to week number 3. So here's all the numbers for the first 21 days. As you guys can see, I wasn't able to top day number 3. Oh yeah, also, I had to record a video every single day, and the file size overall was pretty insane. It was 106 gigabytes. Yeah, so it took up a lot of hard drive space. But overall, I did learn a lot, and I realized that just doing aim training every day simply doesn't work. Because going in, I was expecting this to make my aim at least twice as good. So, I mean, overall, I'm pretty glad I did this whole thing. Like, this was a great experience. And obviously, I get to tell you guys what I learned. But maybe I'm speaking a little bit too soon, because maybe the last week is the best week. Spoiler, it isn't. Yeah, so unfortunately doing aim training every day for a month didn't exactly make me a gaming Greek god, but it gave me a lot of perspective and it helped me understand that, you know, it's helpful, but you need to do other stuff too. However, though, despite the numbers, I did notice that my aim was more consistent after this aim training routine. So it's kind of weird. Even though the numbers don't really show it, I definitely feel it when I play the game. I'm able to hit more shots that I wouldn't have been able to hit before, which is really cool. Speaking of which, guys, if today's video hits 1,500 likes, we're going to be giving away a CSGO skin. I haven't decided which skin yet, but we'll figure it out when we get there. So here's the final results of the entire month of aim training. And as you guys can see by the scores, they basically kind of plateaued. Here's the graph so you can see the visual representation, and yeah, you guys can kind of see where I kind of average at. So no matter how much I aim train, I don't think I can really get better than that. That's my maximum aiming ability. However, though, you can learn so much just by playing the game, and there's so much more than just mechanical skill. Obviously, you can work on your communication skill, and you can also work on your game sense. Just play the game a lot, learn the smokes, learn the maps, learn strategies, and work together with your team. Because most people can only get so good before they just hit their peak. So I aim trained every single day for a month, and what happened? First and foremost, I realized that if you aim train every single day without playing deathmatch or without warming up in other ways, it won't really benefit you at all. Also, I learned that aim training doesn't really do all that much besides just help make you more comfortable when you play the game. So when you're in stressful situations, when the pressure's on, you're more likely to actually succeed versus if you don't practice. At the end of the day, your goal is to build up muscle memory so you can play the game subconsciously without even thinking about it. And then that way you can truly reach your full potential, but you have to stick to it, and you can't get lazy with it. If you want to get good at anything, the only way to really do that is to practice, all right? So I want to thank you guys so much for joining me on this adventure. It was really, really cool. And if you guys want to see more stuff like this in the future where I spend an entire month learning a skill to kind of teach you guys like the best way to do it, let me know in the comments down below and drop a like on this video. Of course, if we do hit 1,500 likes in the first week before the next video, we'll be giving away a CSGO skin. It's unspecified. I don't know what it's going to be. Maybe like an AK, like Aquamarine Revenge or something like that. I don't know. Overall, guys, like, comment, share, subscribe, click that bell icon. I genuinely hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I will see you guys next Friday because new videos every single Friday. You guys know it. Also, I stream every Monday, Wednesday, Friday on Twitch. Follow me there, join the Discord server, and that's about all I have to say for today. So thank you guys so much for watching. It's Turbo, and I'm out. Peace.